Have a seat. Hold on one moment. Hey, sir, children. Yes, 67 pounds. 67 pounds. Have a seat. Have a seat. Now, this is going to be slightly informal, but what I need you to understand is during the duty day, we have to know where you are 100% of the time. If I'm going to get mass punched for accountability, I'm going to know where everybody is. I'm never going to call you. You tracking that? Sergeant Chisholm should never have to call you because you're in a place where it's very visible and you have to stay in bounds. I'm a butthole by design, but I'll leave you alone as long as I know where you are and you're at any formation that we have. I got 5 kids. You can't ever pull the kid card on me. Got it? Okay. Any formation we have, I will never get a mask punch because you're not there. You understand?
Yes, Sergeant.
If it's 0630, you're there. If it's 1500, you're there. I don't care. I know it says 17 August. Okay. I know it says 17 August, but today being the 5th of August, that means you have 12 days. You know what I've seen in my 10 years being in the Army? I've seen soldiers jack up Easy Street 3 days before they get to leave with a check. So I'm past the caring point, okay? What you need to do, you need to walk in here lightly. You're in a foreign place. I know you're comfortable in here. You've been here longer than me, and I don't even care. But when you walk in here, it's best behavior. Because what I would hate to see is somebody who can't afford to lose the benefits that are due to you. You can't afford to lose those. And by blowing us off, that I take personally. Everything I do in here is business. I don't do anything personal. I don't take anything personal. But when you blow us off, now I gotta treat you like you're one of mine. You tracking that? Said I'm damn crazy, okay? I don't want to treat you like that. But if you blow any of us off, just one more time, I got a good relationship with legal. And we could turn Easy Street into something totally difficult that hits your pocket. Because what I've learned, soldiers pay attention when you mess with their finances. Don't make me mess with your finances. 0630. I just expect you 10 minutes prior. I won't even say anything to you. I'm gonna be standing in the back of the formation. I don't even care. But you have to be here. You have to be here. You can't blow us off. You can't do that. Because we're helping you. The commander's jumping through hoops to get you that paperwork that you already have. You already have it. So all I ask is that we know where you are at all times. Corporal Jones is gonna escort you anywhere you gotta go. Anywhere you gotta go, starting Monday. Anywhere you gotta go, you gotta escort. You need some help? Guess what? He's gonna help you.
I'm sorry, I thought he was on leave, Sergeant.
Guess what?
No,
We got another Corporal Jones.
Liz here.
Okay.
That's why you have to communicate. You can't ever blow us off. Because that's what we got. We got all the answers. All you gotta do is listen. All you gotta tell, I'm old school. If you talk to me, I'll tell you stuff. You don't talk to me, I'm gonna make decisions for you. You got any questions?
No, Sergeant.
Now, you gotta sit here and waste my time while I type up your failure to report counseling. Got it? All right, go over there, because that's where I'm gonna type up the counseling. So if you need anything, I'm sorry about that. I just needed you to witness that I'm not being abusive, but I needed to let her know I have to counsel her.
No, that's okay. The reason why I need counseling with you is because I'm not going to do it. I feel like, honestly, if I could, it'll be a dishonorable discharge for you. That's what I feel. Because it's not your first time filling out your report. And then the thing is, if you saw, here's my thing. If I saw my battle buddy just hit me up at 0630, what am I gonna do? Call him back. You didn't come up on the net until 11 o'clock talking about where you been, where you going, what you
No,
was doing.
I'm sorry, Sergeant. I texted Gonzalez as soon as I woke up.
And what time was that?
6:50.
Okay, so you didn't even try to make it here.
It was gonna be too late. I had to drop
Okay,
off my
but
kid
you did
and
not
then come
try
here.
to make
You
it
can't
here.
make that decision.
I'm sorry. What does that mean?
So you didn't even try. I understand if you have to drop off your kid, you're gonna have to drop off your kid anyways today, right? So
Right.
the thing is, you could have still dropped off your kid and tried to make it here.
Yeah.
We all didn't leave until 8 o'clock.
Okay.
We had height and weight, so we all didn't leave. So if you would even try to attempt to even make it, we could have been like, oh, okay, we understand. You next time, just call one of us, or hey, we didn't get the message. But here, I'm about to call Gonzalez. Because he was around me all day and he didn't say nothing about you hitting him up.
How many times does one have to fail to show up to formation for it to be a counseling?
It only takes
Just one
one.
time.
Okay, because I was not a FTR the other day either.
You just have to be a failure to report today for me to counsel you.
And that's what you were.
Do you understand that?
Yes, Sergeant. I'm sorry, and how am I messing with your time, Sergeant?
Because at 1500, the command general says we're to leave. You tracking me?
Yes, Sergeant.
Okay. Does that answer your question?
But why are we here then?
Does that answer your question?
No, Sergeant, it does not.
Okay, so
How does
here's
me
the-
being
here's the
here-
thing. If you're gonna speak to my battle like that, you better be at parade rest. I don't care that you're in civilians. I do not care. Because first of all, you should have been in OCPs if you were saying you was clearing and doing everything that you could do this morning. And then now all of a sudden when you need to enroll your child after 1300 into a school that you should have did it yesterday. That's a whole counseling.
What time?
That's a whole
Yesterday,
year.
Sergeant. Because
Yesterday,
I got my
you
clearing
told
papers.
me- Yesterday, you told me you was going to enroll your child yesterday.
I did, but I
Okay,
couldn't.
so why couldn't you? And then you didn't come up on nobody's net saying, hey, sorry, I wasn't able to enroll my child yesterday. Can I do it today?
I told Corporal Jones.
Corporal Jones, but you know he's on leave, right?
No, that was yesterday.
Did she just not say, hey, I thought Corporal Jones on leave?
He told me that yesterday when I
Okay, but
updated him
you
for the last
still-
time.
You still knew he was on leave today. So you still haven't came up on nobody's net letting nobody know that, hey, I wasn't able to enroll my child yesterday. Let me enroll her today, or can I have a chance to enroll her today? Knowing Corporal Jones probably told you yesterday that he was going on leave today. So then you should have been like, well, who do I need to talk to as my first line supervisor? Or at least a second, or who's the platoon sergeant? And even if you didn't even know, you could have at least texted Sergeant Martinez. Martinez would have just texted one of us and be
Yeah.
like, hey, you covering down for me, this is what you need to know.
Yep.
So here's the thing. The excuses you're giving is not excuses. It's you just want to be negligence of and do whatever you want to do. You don't care about the organization. You don't care that we have to know where you are and have accountability for where you are, because anything can happen from your house to here. Anything can happen in a drop of a dime. And then I'm here looking like, hey, where's Ortiz? Anything can happen. Again, you didn't come up on the net earlier. I'm trying to get Gonzalez's phone number. I know I have it, I just don't know it by heart. So. Here it goes.
Yes, Sergeant.
Hey, Specialist Gonzalez. Did Ortiz call you back today? After you called her?
She texted me,
Around what time did she text you?
6:55.
6:55? And you didn't let me know that she texted you back?
Oh, I apologize for that. I thought that she already contacted you or let you know or something.
Is that what she told you? She contacted me?
No, she told me that she was late. No, I just was like, okay.
Did
So
she
I
tell you
just
she was en route? Or she just, hey, I was late?
She didn't let me know she was en route.
So you just, okay, thank you.
Roger.
So you just took it upon yourself just to not even come.
No, Sergeant. I had a brief at 9. I thought I would only have time to go drop my
Okay.
kid off and then come here.
You was up at 6:50. You could have jumped into your uniform. How long does it take to jump into a uniform? 5 minutes max. They train you in basic training. 5 minutes max to jump into your uniform. Took your daughter to daycare, wherever she needed to go, to the babysitter, and got here by 7:30, 8 o'clock. And still have ample time to be at wherever you needed to be at by 9 o'clock. Again, you failed. These are choices you are making, not me.
Sergeant,
You.
it was a mistake. I had planned to be here in formation. I spoke with
No,
Sergeant
it was a
Garcia
wrong
too.
choice.
What do you mean? Sergeant, I slept through my alarm. That was an honest mistake.
Sergeant
Anybody
Garcia
can
has
sleep.
nothing to do with us.
No, I know, but the reason why I bring him up is because he told me, yeah, I need to be to formation every day
Okay,
until
so
I was
you
told
weren't there.
otherwise. Right, so I had planned to be here.
Okay, but you didn't, so that's
No.
your choice.
It's not my choice. I slept through the alarm. I didn't hear it. I didn't hear his phone calls.
Okay, but you got up at 6:50.
I did.
6:50. Again, you have ample time to come up here, come up on the net and be like, hey, I know I was late. My apologies, Sergeant. I slept through my alarm and gave us the excuse you're giving us right now at what? 15:45.
Okay, my question is, what has this unit done to help me?
We have done everything, and don't even sit there and try to act like we didn't, because I even hand walk you through many of these places that you are utilizing right now. So here's the thing, and I even pulled you to the side, knowing that you wanted to get out, and told you, hey, this is the best route to do it. Right?
But
so
I'm referring.
what else we pay you on the 1st and the 15th? So that means you have a roof over your head and a meal on your table.
There it is.
That's what the organization has done for you and is continuing to do. You have someone to watch your child, even if it's someone on post or someone you decide on your own to watch them. And guess who else paying for it?
The Army, I wanted to get out ASAP.
Okay.
Back in February, we started the
so
process.
here's the thing. Your question to me, I'm answering the question that you have. What the organization doing to you? You're still getting paid, right?
I'm talking about as a human being.
As a human being, this is what we're doing. We're paying for your bare necessities And at least the least you can do is show up on time. Or at least communicate that you're running late. We ain't asking you to do backflips, join the Olympics. We ain't asking you to even go to war or Kuwait, to any of these missions that we have going on. We're not even asking you to train with us.
Cool.
With what gear,
Majority
Sergeant?
of all the days, you get to do whatever you want to do. People will leave you alone as long as we see your face.
Sergeant, but that doesn't mean I'm not being proactive, because I
Okay,
am.
I'm not saying you're not being proactive, but don't come up to here talking about we ain't doing nothing for you, because we're letting you do whatever you want to do
On a daily basis.
on a daily basis.
Not today.
We don't even ask you. Majority of this time. Did you go to the range with us this week?
I have no
Did-
gear,
okay,
Sergeant.
Okay, exactly. So the thing is, we could have been assholes and be like, hey, you ain't got no gear, but here, man has some gears. I have some gear. Hey, I'm done qualifying. Why won't you use my gear? No, we're like, you're clearing. We're going to let you do what you got to do to get up out of here. We don't want to waste your time more than you are wasting ours.
I appreciate that.
Okay, so the thing is, for you to have the audacity to ask what's this organization doing for you, we're doing a hell of a lot for you, because we ain't trying to stress you out like you're trying to stress us out.
Sergeant.
We're not even showing. Accountability from day one is the main thing they drill in your head. We have to have accountability of you, right?
You're right, Sergeant.
Okay then. So for you to say it's a mistake, knowing that from day one accountability is key in the Army, to you not waking up, to you not communicating, to you not letting us know where you are throughout the day, and to you to do whatever you feel like you want to do.
I don't know why you perceive it as that, as me wanting to do whatever the fuck I want to do, because that's not the
First
truth.
of all, I didn't even curse. Did I curse? So the thing is, this is why. This is what we're seeing. Because yesterday you told me you was going to do this, and that, and that. Did I question it? Did I question it? Did I?
You were asking me what I had planned today.
No, I asked you what you have going on, because you was
Right.
ready to dip, right? You was ready to
Yeah.
go.
I
said,
had to
what you
enroll
have
my
going on
daughter.
today?
I
And
told you.
said, okay, I didn't even question it. Now I'm questioning it, because here's the thing. If you wasn't able to do it yesterday, and I gave you the time to do it yesterday, what you just asked, what do we do for you, is, hey, we give you the time to do what you got to do.
Cool.
But Sergeant,
And
I
then
was
you don't
clearing.
take advantage of the time and not let us know that, hey, this was what's going on. I wasn't able to do it. Now I have to do it tomorrow. Is it okay?
Okay, well then, if I communicated with Corporal Jones as my team leader yesterday, how come he didn't communicate that with you, like my status or what I'm doing to clear, or if I couldn't finish with my daughter?
Okay. You text him.
That's no, Sergeant. He was out here in the hallway.
Okay, let me
Before he
call
left.
Corporal Jones and verify this. I wasn't even answering my phone either if I'm on leave. And I told my soldiers I was on leave.
Please leave your message.
And I'm pretty sure when you told him, he was like, well, I'm going to be on leave tomorrow. So that should have clicked like, hey, if you're going to be on leave tomorrow, maybe I should let someone else know.
He told me that he would definitely be on leave starting today, and that Corporal Comer was going to escort me to whatever I needed for the out processing at transitions.
Okay, so did you even go to Corporal Comer today?
I asked him if he would be here at the company.
And he was here at the company. He was here all day.
No,
So,
that's not what he told me, Sergeant. I got it in all the text,
Corporal Comer was with us all day today.
but not at the company.
Okay, so if you was here, you would have known that, hey, we was on post at the museum, the Pratt Museum. Did he even show up to the company?
I don't know, Sergeant.
You didn't.
He
don't
told
know
me he
if
would be here at
No,
1.
hold on. Did you even show up to the company?
No,
So
not
how
at the
would you
company.
even? You're sitting here telling me where this corporal was all day, and you didn't even show up to the company all
Sergeant,
day.
I asked him before I came here if he was here.
Okay, but did you even come up to the company?
No, Sergeant.
Okay, so here's the thing. If you're not even showing up, why would you even like ask?
What do you mean?
Like, there's other people here who could have helped you out.
No, Sergeant. I need his signature to sign me out of the arms room. That's why I was asking for him.
But he was here. Did you even ask, hey, what time are you gonna be back at the company?
I did. He
Okay.
said 1.
So you wasn't here at 1.
No, Sergeant.
So obviously you didn't care. Obviously you don't need that signature very bad.
I told him I would come back Monday.
Okay, so obviously you don't need that signature bad.
What?
I do need it.
What made you make that decision for Monday?
Because it was getting late, Sergeant, and my daughter, I didn't finish enrolling her, so she starts school Monday.
Okay.
So I thought Monday, while she's in school, she's well taken care of, being fed and everything, I can take the time, like, having
Finish
peace of my
enrolling around
mind.
Monday?
Finish. No, Sergeant. She's in school Monday. She'll be in school Monday.
So you don't have to enroll her anymore. Now she's enrolled.
Right. And she has open house at 5.
Oh yes, our children have open house at 5.
And my wife's at the school getting my daughter enrolled at the high school right now.
They close at 4 for her elementary, and then 5 is
Okay.
open house.
And if you was here when I told you to come here, we could have already been gone. And guess what time it is now?
4.
Like I said, you could enroll her later today. They have an open house, and guess what open house is for?
To
Finish all your enrollments too.
Yep.
No, it's to have her teacher introduce us to the classroom
Okay,
and bus
to
transportation.
finish all the enrollments. You're gonna fill out all the same papers that you have filled out during enrollments.
She wouldn't have been on the roster though.
They would have found her a spot.
I'm sorry, Sergeant. I'm just trying to be a responsible parent.
No, I understand. You're trying to be a responsible parent. But the thing is, when we give you the time to be a responsible parent, then you should let us know if you cannot finish being a responsible parent and you have
But
to
that's
move it
what-
to the left or the right. You did not.
I'm saying, I'm sorry. Like, that's the thing. How are y'all helping? Y'all are making it so complicated, Sergeant. Because do you know what I did today? Like, what I did to be proactive, at least? Like, I don't know what y'all think if I was just laying at home. Because I wasn't. I was out processing as much as I could.
That's not our problem. That's what you're supposed to be doing. And if you was doing all that, then you should have been in OCPs because ain't nobody on post.
Sergeant, I was in OCPs.
Okay, so why are you in civilians right now?
Because after lunch, I picked her up and I went to the school.
Okay, so I didn't hit you up until what time?
2 something?
2, right? So you was at the school at 1300.
No, I picked up my daughter, I got her lunch, and I left.
And you left. So from 11:30 to 12, you picked up your daughter, and then you went to her school at 1300.
Right.
So when I started texting you, it does not take 3 hours to enroll your child into school, especially if you did it yesterday.
Sergeant, yesterday I did the online portion, and then today I submitted all the paper documents that they needed to scan.
Okay, and that does not take a whole hour.
Sergeant, there's other people in line, though.
You're trying to really play me like boo boo the fool.
No, Sergeant, that's not my
Here's
intent.
my thing. You had the time to do it. You had the time to do it. Who told you to even pick up your daughter during lunch?
Nobody.
So you could have went straight to school during lunchtime. Right?
Right?
Okay then. So here's my thing. You're the one who deciding these decisions to do whatever you want to do. You're not taking the organization into consideration, but you want us to take you into consideration. Right?
Right.
So here's the thing. This is a give and take. You're getting what you want, right? You're getting to process out. You're getting to leave with an honorable discharge, right?
Right.
Because it could have went a whole different way, Ortiz. It could have. But here, you have the audacity to say, what are we doing for you? But you're not taking us in consideration. And at no time, you came up on the net until 11 o'clock talking about you're going to do whatever you want to do. Which...
Okay, I'm sorry.
Wait, hold on. Which, at that time, is to Akins. Right? So you have PFC Akins telling me at 2 that you on permissive TDY. So did you tell her that you was on permissive TDY?
I start that Monday.
Is it approved?
I have no clue.
Okay, but is it approved?
I have no clue, Sergeant. I don't know what happened. I asked Mahoney for an update. She hasn't texted me back either.
Okay, so you haven't even told them where you're going to be. You ain't tell nobody what you're doing
What, today?
today.
Sergeant, I'm out processing.
Okay, but you went to enroll your child into school at what? 1300, right?
Right.
I didn't hit you up until 2. And you saying there's people in front of the line and all they had to do is scan a document. I know for a fact that takes up to what? 20 minutes tops to scan documents. Or even make a copy. Because they usually just make a copy so they can just add it to your child's file.
Right.
Okay? So my thing is, when I'm asking you around 2:11, you need to come here and get here. You're giving me the excuse. You have to enroll your child.
Sergeant, I was already there though.
Okay, you was already there. So why, again, you telling me you just got there?
I was waiting. I had already been there, checked in and everything.
You
I was
told me
waiting.
you just got there. I just can't leave. I'm submitting the information. And this is 2:47. But you got there at 1300.
No, I picked up my daughter at 1 o'clock.
You just told us you picked up your daughter for lunch.
Right.
Lunch starts at 11:30.
Yeah, I'm picking up lunch for me and her. I pick her up. I have to,
But why are you even picking her up if she's at the babysitter?
because I didn't know how long it would take to enroll her into school, Sergeant.
If you already did half of it online, Ortiz. See, here's the thing. When you have kids, they tend to lie to you a lot.
Mm.
And all you have to do is just let them lie because they end up telling on themselves. You just told us at lunchtime, which we know lunchtime is authorized from what time?
11:30 to 1.
Okay. You just pick her up through lunch. You just told us that, at 1300, I was at the school enrolling her. I didn't hit you up until 1400. We know if you just told us that all they had to do is just scan the papers. Now, with all these schools in this whole entire Clarksville, yours ain't the one that everybody's trying to get into. So I know the line ain't long. So again, for you to be showing up at 15:30, the math ain't adding up. The math ain't mathing for me.
It's not.
Sergeant,
And then
there's
you're not in OCPs.
That's
My
the
thing
problem.
is, you're not in OCPs. So
That's the
whatever you was doing this morning,
They trickled over into the rest of the day.
So you're saying I was in civilians out processing?
I don't know what you were into.
Sergeant,
But
I
my
got the
thing is,
stamps.
If
Listen. Listen.
you should have been in OCPs.
I was in OCP.
Okay, so whatever you was doing, because I'm just saying, if I was doing something in the morning that involves me being in OCPs in the morning,
I
I'm
would
not
just stayed
changing
in
out there,
OCPs, yeah.
and I'm going to pick up my child knowing we just going to go to lunch,
I would have.
and then I just got to go and enroll her. So there's so many errands I need
I
to
would
do.
have. You have your ID card?
I do, Sergeant.
My thinking is not, hey, well, let me run to the house and get on some civilians and pick up my daughter and then enroll her and then come in first. Is that first time?
No, it's me.
Thank
Give
you.
your binder real quick.
Okay. Did she already know?
Huh?
Did she already know?
Did you in here?
Oh, well,
She already tracking everything. You did.
tracking our people for certain. We only got 5 on the tops, maybe 4.
Well, what's happening?
It's a counseling for the failure to
Counseling?
report or something.
Okay. Quickly, who told you that you were on leave?
Nobody did for Sergeant.
Okay. So, why weren't you here today?
Because I missed my alarm clock.
What time did you wake up? Cause you missed.
6:50.
Right. So, what time did you start enrolling your daughter in school?
1 o'clock.
Okay. So at 7 o'clock in the morning until 12:50, where have you been? What have you,
processing for sergeant?
you can't talk when I'm fucking talking. So when did you notify anybody, hey, I'm sorry, I just woke up?
I notified Sergeant or Specialist Gonzalez as soon as I woke up.
So you put it in the bag.
As soon as you woke up?
Yes, for
What time
sergeant.
was that at?
6:50.
Did he tell you?
I just called Rodriguez and he said or Gonzalez and he said she did text him.
And she sent a text to Specialist Gonzalez at 06:55 to say she was late.
Oh, so you didn't call him, you just texted him like, hey, I'm late, and what did he text you back?
Nothing.
Okay, can you call him? He needs to get here. He's her squad leader?
No, I just asked him in the platoon to, hey, call her and see where she's at.
Okay,
And
Because Corporal Jones is on leave as of today. for
okay. Okay, so, who did we have her, I told you guys, I told you, somebody needs to go with her?
Corporal Jones this year.
Mhm.
Okay, and was he?
And, well, starting Monday, he'll be going everywhere she's going.
Gonzo, where you at?
I'm in my house, what, Sergeant?
This is First Sergeant.
First off, how you doing?
How are you? I'm good. Hey, question. So when Ortiz texted you this morning that she had just woke up, what happened? What did you text? What did you say?
I just gave her a reply and I asked her what's up. Why she didn't wake up?
She said you didn't respond at all.
What the hell?
So
Oh, my dumbass.
you didn't hit send?
Yeah.
Okay, that shit's not funny. And then you did. So when you noticed that she didn't reply, did you try to call her?
I gave her a call twice, but her phone didn't go through.
Okay, so if you're shaking your head yes, then do you see that he called you? Did you call him back?
No, for sergeant. That was before. I texted him.
It's just a no.
Facts. No, right?
Cut that out.
I can show you. He called me twice
Cut it
first,
out.
and then I replied that I'm awake, and then I heard nothing back.
But where would you go? Like, what did you do?
I was out processing for sergeant
With who?
by myself.
With who? Like, where did you go?
I went to the library.
Thank you.
I went to the library. I went to a brief at 9 o'clock at the Ed Center. I went to the motor pool. Nobody was there. I went to CIF.
Did you clear CIF?
I did for sergeant.
You turned in all your stuff?
I did for sergeant.
And they signed you off?
Yes, for sergeant.
Okay. And what do you have left?
Here, the unit, and then housing, finance, and that's it.
Okay.
When did you turn your stuff into CIF? Because you've been clear CIF.
Yes, sergeant. It was June 22nd when I turned in my gear, but they couldn't give me the stamp because I didn't have the clearing papers.
Oh, so all you did was show up there and got the payroll. Anyway, yeah, thanks for that, because that was trash. All right, cool. So, are you tracking that you have taken a bunch of, how many leave days have you taken since you've been in the company?
Back in February for sergeant, like 11 days.
11 days, and were those charged?
Yes, for sergeant.
They were?
It was
They were?
ordinary leave, yes, for sergeant.
How do you know that they were charged? And where's your, where is your, so with your leave form, you're supposed to have an LES, where is that?
I don't know, Mahoney put it all together.
Did you print it out?
She printed it out for me.
Your LES?
Yes, for sergeant.
Okay, it's not here. Okay, so, you're gonna sell your leave back to the Army?
I have to.
Yeah, cause you don't have enough time. So the last thing, that I'm gonna do, and you guys, y'all can finish up, I don't know that there's anything more to do, I know y'all are counseling her, she can sign. Ultimately, she gets out of the Army in a week and a half. But the permissive TDY is not signed by us, it has to go up to the colonel, so you're asking for Monday, that's not gonna be signed by today, because this is close of business. So we will potentially put this in front of him. I'm going to recommend disapproval. One, you're not completely cleared yet. Two, I understand, where, are you moving back somewhere, or are you staying here?
No. I'm going back home
When?
as soon as possible.
What do you mean, like you have like 9 days until you get out of the Army, so you're trying to clear and move back home in 9 days?
No, for sergeant. I have a VA appointment, the 22nd, so.
So you're not leaving until after that?
mm.
Right, so that's not grounds for you to get permissive TDY, and that's why I'm gonna recommend disapproval. The commander, not him, but higher than us, is the approving authority. I will express, the fact that you definitely don't need to use this, not for free anyways. I'm gonna make sure that your 11 days of leave that you've taken here, and any other leave that you've taken, since you've been here, I don't know, I'm just gonna check your file. All of those leave days are charged, and as long as they are, you are free to sell your leave. But if not, they will take those leave days away from you, and then you will, at that point, you'll get money back for based off of that, because I don't know if 38 days, you haven't even been in the Army for 12 months. So 2.5 days times 12 is what?
30.
Right, so there's no way you have 38 days, but anyway, which means you haven't been charged leave, so that's what I owe you. I owe you to charge you those 11 days, and then you can sell back whatever leave. But yeah, hopefully you have a good weekend, and, will we see her in formation on Monday?
Yes.
Yes, for sure.
Okay, and you're tracking this?
Yes, for certain.
Okay.
First turn, can we send the counseling to you, cause we can't print?
Oh, that's fine.
We'll digitally sign it and then we'll send it over.
Okay.
All right. PFC Ortiz, you can sit down. What I always do, I read the counseling to you. I ask you if you have any questions. We answer those questions. I'm gonna have you digitally sign. I'm gonna digitally sign. We're gonna send it to First Learn so we can have a print off. I give you a copy for you to keep, and then I keep the original. You have any questions?
No, Sergeant.
Okay. PFC Ortiz, purpose of this counseling is to determine why soldier was not at the appointed place of duty for accountability formation. Also, to implement measures to prevent similar situations from occurring in the future. PFC Ortiz, on 5 August 2022, you failed to be at our 100% accountability formation in the HR Company Bay at 0630. This will not be tolerated. The following action will be taken as a result of this incident, indicated by an X mark. I have the X mark on. You will participate in corrective training as outlined in the plan of action. Soldier gave the following reasons for failure to report. PFC Ortiz said, I overslept and didn't hear my alarm. She sent a text to Specialist Gonzalez at 0655 to say she was late. I always read you what we call the magic bullet. It's the disclosure for separation notice, okay? So just listen, because I'm gonna need your initials. I am counseling you for the conduct noted above. Failure to correct your conduct or performance may result in one or more of the following actions: bar to re-enlistment, administrative action, including separation from the service, or punishment under the UCMJ, Uniform Code of Military Justice. Separation can result in involuntary separation from the service under AR 635-200, Chapter 5, 11, 13, or 14. If you are involuntarily separated, you can receive an honorable, general, under honorable conditions, under other than honorable conditions, or uncharacterized discharge. An honorable discharge may be awarded under Chapter 5, 13, and 14. An uncharacterized discharge may be awarded under Chapter 11. A general under honorable conditions discharge may be awarded for Chapter 5, 13, and 14. And other than honorable conditions discharge may be awarded for Chapter 14. If you receive an honorable discharge, you will be qualified for most benefits resulting from military service. An involuntary honorable discharge, however, will disqualify you from re-enlistment for some period of time and may disqualify you from receiving transitional benefits such as commissary, housing, health benefits, and the Montgomery GI Bill if you have not met other program requirements. If you receive a general discharge, you will be disqualified from re-enlisting in the service for some period of time, and you will be ineligible for some military and VA administered benefits, including the Montgomery GI Bill. If you receive a discharge under other than honorable conditions, you will be ineligible for re-enlistment and for most benefits, including payments of accrued leave, transitional benefits, the Montgomery GI Bill, and possibly transportation of dependents and household goods to home. You may also face difficulty in obtaining civilian employment, as employers have a low regard for general and under other than honorable conditions discharges. Although there are agencies to which you may apply to have your characterization of service changed, it is unlikely that such applications will be successful. You understand that?
Yes, Sergeant.
Your initials are?
JMO.
I just put your initials in there. Plan of action, starting 8 August 2022, PFC Ortiz will be responsible for cleaning the Building 6744 showers and latrines before leaving for the duty day, Monday through Friday. Going forward, PFC Ortiz understands that she will be in attendance at each accountability formation. PFC Ortiz will communicate with the chain of command constantly and in a timely fashion daily. There will be no messages sent through a third party. All contacts will be directly with either platoon sergeant, operations NCOs, or command team. You have any questions about that?
Yes, Sergeant. Okay, so
What are your questions?
with my daughter starting school, her babysitter's in Kentucky,
Okay.
so the bus would not go over there.
Okay.
And that's another thing I haven't thought of. So to get her on the bus, I don't know the times. I don't know the pickup drop off times.
Okay.
So how would I make it to formation, like in the morning or the afternoon?
I leave that to you. You got 2 weeks.
What?
I leave that to you.
I'm sorry.
The way you'll get to formation is the way you've been getting to formation. How have you been getting to formation?
Dropping her off with the babysitter.
Okay.
But then how would she get to the bus?
What time her bus pickers are up?
I have no clue. That's the thing. I
Okay,
don't
so
know.
When are you
that's
gonna learn that?
information?
Today.
Okay. When are you gonna learn
I
that?
should today.
Okay. So then you need to come up on a net with that.
Okay.
You trying?
Then
So
work
how
out a
would
plan.
Okay, but I have no plan right now in writing. So
Okay,
how would
here's the thing. You're clearing. So you just come to 0630 PT
That's right.
and OCPs.
That's right.
So after we have accountability of you,
We're gonna dismiss you so you can take care of your family. You tracking that?
so you can go either back to the babysitter, pick your baby up,
Right.
or you can, I don't know, take her to the bus stop.
really
the,
though?
The reason why I'm not pulling a trigger on anything is because you said today you're gonna get that information that you don't have, right?
Right.
Okay, so sit down. All right, leader responsibilities. We're to foster an environment that promotes self-help. Also, hold soldiers accountable for their actions. Also, ensure Army traditions, customs, and courtesies are upheld and supported by all soldiers. Do you have any questions? Okay, all right. I need you to sign here as individual counsel. I'm gonna ask you why.
Because I've tried so hard to keep my composure in this company, and this is the thing I'm talking about. It's not easy. It's not.
I don't know what it is.
I've been dealing with depression, and Sergeant, you know, Sergeant, it's not been easy. I haven't recovered, and
Okay.
being on my own, like, yeah, I'm married, but he's deployed. Like, I'm on my own. Diaz is watching my daughter in the parking lot right now. It's not easy. My babysitter, like, tell me, Sergeant, as a human, how is it feasible? How is it reasonable for me to drop her off at the babysitter? The babysitter doesn't do her hair, doesn't brush her teeth.
I got it.
My daughter wakes up late. She doesn't eat lunch till late.
That means you have to get up earlier. You're talking to a parent. So yes, I understand,
We're due
but
for here.
because I've had to take care of my kids, no matter the situation, I won't allow you to fall apart, so to speak. But what I will do is I'm gonna hold you accountable. If you need suggestions as to how to meet these expectations, I have suggestions for you, but all of them are making you self-reliant. All of them are going to lead to you being up earlier in the morning so that you can create a buffer, so that you can take care of your daughter's needs prior to the expectations that we set for you in your career here. I know your career is just about over. I get that. But I have an obligation to you, which requires me to see you in the morning. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, so what I need you to do, I need you to sign here so we can send this over to First Sergeant so we can print this off.
But that's the thing, Sergeant. Like, if I fail to meet those expectations, like,
You'll be talking to me again.
exactly, and that's the thing I'm trying to prevent.
And I trust that you'll be able to do that.
No, because you want me to come back and clean.
Starting Monday, not today.
Sergeant, then what about all the appointments I've got? Or, like,
I want you to
My
honor
daughter-
your appointments. Yes, I do. I want you to honor your appointments. You need to honor your appointments.
how is that?
Ask your question.
It just doesn't make sense. Or you want me
How?
here and you want me doing a task, and then I have to be somewhere else, or like being a mom.
As long as
How?
you make us aware of what that timetable is, we'll find some time that works for you and your schedule. 24 hours a day, you will have some time to sleep, eat, and do other things that you need to do. This is one of them. What's your PIN code?
I can type it in.
What's your PIN code?
Sergeant, I can type it in. That's
Type it in. There you are. Let's go. One moment. I'll sign it as well, and I will get you a copy. Seems like I'm taking this pretty serious, huh? Don't look, don't look. You gotta have my ID card in order to know that anyway. Alright, so you're good here. You do have to stick around while I get you a copy.
Because the thing is, that's what I wanted to know, if they don't pass day 0, can they get into class?
They should be able to get in the CLS and do so.
Okay. What's that?
They should be able to get in and because if they fail day 0, they go straight to the CLS. You know?
Yeah. Okay.
Because isn't Lieutenant Garcia the one giving the flag? Oh, man.
One moment.
Dude. Okay.
Yeah, so let's do that. After that, let's try to see if we can walk it down.
Yeah, sure.
And now, sir,
Yes. Y'all have a good weekend.
you see, sir. Company, attention!
Yeah.
Archers!
They are giving me counseling for FDR.
Professional scam.
Yes, yes. And they make like $40,000 a day. And they're open 7 days a week. That's over $280,000 a week.
That's terrible. And you came to the army?
Well, I had to stop focusing my life on money. Because I made a lot of money in one time. But life is not about money.
That's okay. Let me just use it for the youth. I can do it for, I don't gotta use the job no more, I'm gonna do it after that. I'm just saying, if I'm making that much a week, let me see if I can do, how long can I do this, just so I have to work again? I'm just saying.
Sir, you enjoy your weekend?
I ain't going nowhere yet.
Okay.
But thanks.
Yeah. No, he does stuff with all this stuff he does. He's a, what is it? Well, he's a day tripper. But say I'm not a gambler. I'm money on black. If I win, good, I'm leaving. If I lose, good, I'm leaving. Oh, pardon me. Okay, stay. Hit me. Okay, 21 is the game. Because they have signed my shit, don't they? Can't do that. Oh, those are 4137. Oh. She came back to, yes, to do our ACFT cards. What? Did you need it? Yeah. That's your copy to keep. And what I'll say to you is just communicate with me. I'm not really a butthole, okay? But I will do my job. Nothing is gonna stop me from doing my job. You understand? Okay. Get out of here. Go take care of your family. You can ask questions if you have them, because you look like you do. If you have them, you can ask them. And that starts Monday.
That'll be good.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm just gonna answer any questions PFC Ortiz has. Once questions are answered, we're gonna. If you don't mind, can you give me just a few minutes? I would thank you kindly.
Everybody's still in.
Because I'm not gonna kick her out if she has questions.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Sergeant Hamilton, she was letting me text for formation during the DTV.
Yeah, no, we're not operating like that. We're actually done operating like that. So what do you have? What are your questions?
Like, I just don't know how it's gonna work out, Sergeant.
Okay, give me how you are misunderstanding anything.
Like, I don't understand the times. If I'll make it from work to the babysitter's house to get my daughter on the bus on time or to, like, drop her off at school.
Uh-huh. I'm not understanding your question.
Like, if I have to drop her off at the bus stop, like, around 7, I don't think it's gonna give me enough time, Sergeant, to leave here at, like, 6:35 or something to get her to the babysitters and then from the babysitters to my house.
Okay. And I know, again, I'll repeat myself. I know that today you said you will get more information about how the bus schedule works. That's why it's like, I'm not blowing you off, but I'm not worried because I know you have more information to get, right? That's why I'm not worried. You understand?
But here's the thing also. We also know nothing on base opens until, well, let's say 08:30.
Right. So you have time.
So
you have a window.
Have time.
You do.
Even if it's 7 o'clock. guess what? You can pick up your daughter right after the formation and take her straight to the school. Because you'll have time to do that. And then get back here. And guess what? You already be in OCPs, so you don't even gotta go back home.
Right, yes. So does that make sense?
No, because we have to be in PTs here for formation.
No, we
Okay,
told
see,
you
for
because you're
you-
clearing.
We're gonna give you that as a concession for you to
Okay.
show up to PT formation in OCPs each day because you have a special event. So yes, we are affording you that concession.
Okay.
So I didn't
Yeah, I'm
understand
sorry.
that.
That
but
wasn't
now I do.
communicated.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay,
So
that's fair. That's
it
fair.
kind of works out with that question. What are we doing for you?
That's fair.
That's one of the things we're doing for you. Letting you come in OCPs.
Yeah.
So you
Every
can
day.
handle this every day
Yeah.
until you leave and you get your DD 214.
Yeah.
You get to
That's
come
fair.
here at accountability formation OCPs.
Wait, I'm sorry. What was the DD 214?
The
That's just your final out document
Final out.
that calculates your time in service. That's actually what that is.
Yeah. I have the worksheet, the sample.
no.
They're gonna give
Transition's
you a
gonna
final
give
print.
you a final
Yeah.
one.
They
Okay.
will.
That's the final one, just like your enlistment contract. It's a DD 214 that says you're out of the army, everything you have gotten.
It shows you your months and
And
days. Yeah.
your active
Okay.
service time. So, and if you choose to even come back in 2 years from now,
They'll be able to still give you that time.
yeah, they'll give you a 1506 and calculate all your active service time.
Mm.
And you'll be
Does
able
that
to do
answer
it.
your question?
No, because, okay, I see there's a Donza this coming weekend.
What's your question?
So I'd have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then that's it. Because the 16th, Transitions wants me to go there with the escort.
Okay.
But before that, I need to have a finance appointment.
Okay.
Guess what? It's not Donza for you because
Right, because the
it's
civilians
only
will still be
soldiers.
there. So I mean, you can
Okay.
still handle appointments on post.
Okay.
yeah.
There just wouldn't be any, you know.
Yeah, it's not Donza for you because you're transitioning out. You're
Right,
becoming a civilian. It's
Right.
only for training soldiers because those are training holidays.
Okay. Because they gave me the unit clearing papers.
Mhm.
And I just know I needed some people here to sign. And then go to S4. Somebody has to sign. I have
You
no
have
clue
all
who.
those days to do it.
You're gonna see some first class Chumney will be there, and I know she has somebody working with her. There's definitely always gonna be at least one rep
Okay.
in each of the shops. You will have at least one.
But you were saying that Corporal Jones was going to escort me?
Yes.
Will he be knowledgeable enough to show me
Yes.
who?
That's why he's corporal.
You can trust him. He's a leader. You can trust him. Does
And
that
so-
answer your question?
Yeah, so PFC Ortiz will communicate with the chain of command constantly and in a timely fashion, and it will be directly with PSG or, NCOs. So if Corporal Jones is escorting me, I still have to communicate where I'm at, like every stop I make. Like,
I
is
mean,
that
every
what y'all
stop
want?
you make? No. But if something's gonna keep you from physically attending any accountability formation, then yes, we do need that contact.
Okay.
But if you're with Corporal Jones, guess what he's gonna do? He's gonna give me a sit rep periodically throughout the day because he's a leader.
Okay. That relieves some stress.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not here to beat you up. I'm here to hold you to the standard. There's a difference. Okay?
Yes, Sergeant.
All right. If that answers your question, that's your copy.